Hi guys, Nicole Kernohan here. I wanted today to talk to you about some happiness hacks. And I've been asked this many times throughout my life, but it just recently has come up a couple more times. So I'm gonna answer the question. What do I do to be happy? Why do I seem as though I'm always happy, even when there's challenges and obstacles and difficult things happening, but I can still go through the day with a positive outlook and feel happy. So here is what the answer is to my happiness, I guess. The first one is not a surprise. You've probably heard it before. You might kind of do it, but it only works if we actually do it. And I do it every single day, and I've been doing it every day for many years, and it's changed my life. It's very small, simple thing, but really impactful, and it's gratitude. So there's different ways of doing gratitude, and there's 3 levels of gratitude, and for me it's been the most impactful when I go through all 3 levels, so I'll mention them quickly. But I'd say a lot of people say that they're a grateful person, and they think that they're grateful, and of course they are, but it's a different experience when you're consciously practicing it every day. So for me, every morning when I wake up, actually, before I even get out of bed, before my feet hit the ground, I think about some things that I'm thankful for. I think about my son, I think about the funny thing he said yesterday, my husband, I think about just my home, whatever it is, I just let the ideas come and whatever they are. But I would say they vary, and they're very specific. So it's not just like my son as a person, which I'm obviously grateful for, but it's very specific. I'm grateful for this one thing he did yesterday, and I've been doing it for years, and you're writing a list every day, so you get more creative. So before I hit the ground, before my feet hit the floor in the morning, I think of some things I'm grateful for, but also during the day, I physically write it down. So I write down either some of the same things or some different things, but did you know physically writing creates like thousands more neural pathways? It makes you believe it more, it makes you feel it more. So I physically write down a list of usually 3 to 10 things that I'm really thankful for. And that's level 1 of gratitude, is being thankful. So I write down things I'm thankful for. And level 2 of gratitude is what I do is I actually pause and ponder and feel the emotion of it, right? Most people who do a gratitude list are doing it on level 1, which is awesome, better than nothing. But you're just writing a list of things you're thankful for. Level 2 is where you actually pause and think, and maybe even close your eyes, or like really get emotional. Like, geez, I'm so blessed. I am so blessed. Even when there's crap happening or bad things or obstacles or things that don't go as I had planned, I can still pause and say, man, but my life is really amazing. And even if I didn't have a lot, I can still feel positive and grateful for all the things that we do have. So first things, thankfulness. Second is actually feeling appreciation, which I do throughout the day, but especially while I'm writing the list, I pause and feel that appreciation. And the third level is actually generosity. And that's the idea of giving, of course, like time or money or whatever it is. But it's really important for everyone and for me that I don't give if I don't feel like I'm feeling abundant. So I don't like give money and just be like, ugh, I don't really have enough, but I'll just give a little bit here. That's not how it works. I only give whatever amount or time or whatever I'm giving if I feel abundant. And it's not like, I want to differentiate between the facts. Like, even if the bank account was low, I can still feel abundant and still give, right? So it's not looking at the facts, it's looking at how I feel. And it's so amazing, because obviously we know generosity comes back to us. We know it's the highest form. You're always going to get more than you give, but it's really important to give from a place where you or I, where we're feeling really abundant. The second thing, so gratitude is the biggest one, writing it every single day. Actually, before I finish that, I'm going to read one quick sentence, because this is super powerful. It's from Sarah Van Brethneck, and it says this: both abundance and lack exist simultaneously in our lives as parallel realities. It is always our conscious choice which secret garden we tend. When we choose not to focus on what's missing from our lives, but are grateful for the abundance that's present, love, health, family, friends, work, the joys of nature, and personal pursuits that bring us pleasure, then the wasteland of illusion falls away and we experience heaven on earth. I love that quote, and that I've read it a million times. Probably have it memorized, but I still had it here just in case. It's so powerful because it's just perception. Like, I could look at all the things that I'm missing, or I could look at all the things that I have, and it changes how you feel on a daily basis. So I always focus on all the things that I have and all the good things. I don't ignore the bad, I don't ignore the obstacles. I see them, I'm aware of them, and I create plans and actions and work through them, but I don't focus or put any energy or emotion in them. Okay, and then the second thing, I just wrap up quickly because I've been talking for a while, but the second thing I do is once you're in a place of abundance and you feel grateful, you're feeling that thankfulness, appreciation, and then I create a big goals, big vision, get really clear, visualize, focus, but it's hard to do that if you're coming from a place of I don't have enough. So it's really important to get that gratitude switch before creating big goals and big visions, just because you're less likely to achieve them if you don't have a feeling of abundance, if you don't feel like you have enough, if you don't feel good, if you don't feel like you're good enough. It's difficult to really work towards and actually achieve those big goals and visions. So I'll do some other topics on goals and visions and visualization, but today those are my two biggest hacks right now. Gratitude, going through all three levels of gratitude on a very daily basis, and then working on being clear on my goals and visualizing their outcomes. Okay, hopefully that was enjoyable and valuable for you, and I'll come back soon. Bye-bye.